Hello, my name is Elena Salazar, and today I'm going to explain how historical, comparative, and descriptive linguistics help us understand the global dynamics of language and attitudes toward language. This branch of linguistics not only show how language they change, but also how they influence language teaching. In the way students perceive language. Historical linguistics studies how language evolves over time. For example, Latin gave rise to the language such as Spanish, French, and Italian. These answers allow us to understand why there are similarities between language and how the cultures and social change influences language in education. This helps students understand that the language are living systems that are the constantly the changing. Comparative linguistics focus on comparative language to identify the relations and the language families. A clear example is the connections between English and German, which they share Germanic roots. In the classrooms, the highlights the connections, helps students reduce anxiety and appreciate linguistic diversity as they discover that they're learning a new language does not mean starting from the scratch. Descriptive linguistics describes how speakers actually use language without regarding whether it is the correct or incorrect. For example, in colloquial English, gonna is the use interested for going to. This approach is very useful in the teaching because it strikes and the balance between the stars north and actual use gap. Perspective students to communicative authentically. When we integrate these three approaches together, we understand that the language the change interact and are used in various ways. This is the reflex. In attitudes toward language, some varieties are the considered prestigious, while others may be subject to discriminations. One example is in English, as the global language and the different perspectives of these dialects, such as the Bristol English and the Kirkcaldy English. As the future teacher, these fields help us design more inclusive and realistic lessons. They allow us to explain the evolutions of the language, shows connections between them in the teach the language as is the used in everyday life, limited understands the historical comparisons and descriptions of the language make us better educators and foster positive attitudes toward learning. In conclusions, historical, comparative, and descriptive linguistics are essential tools for understanding language in this global context and for enrich or the teaching practice. Thank you for attention.